Hello there everyone, this is Steve, the Sunny Panda, back with some more SimAirport. I apologize for not having a SimAirport episode out last week. I just had to let the game run for a bit so that we had enough money to, finish up stuff in one episode. I didn't want a really super short episode, like a 12 or 13 minute episode. I wanted to do more. So I just let the game run, and look, I have almost 4.5 mil. And by the end of this episode, we're probably going to be done using all that money. Anyways, I did a bit off screen, I think. Yes, I bought a piece of land towards our right and added another runway to have a total of 3 runways now, since we'll be having more gates and more aircrafts coming in and going off. I also plan to buy this piece of land and have one more runway up top here. But we'll decide if we have a runway up top or we have a runway on this side. Leave me a comment to let me know what's better. Should we have a runway on top or one on the side? What do you think is better? Anyway, to start things off, I'm going to queue up some foundation work, and I'll cut back once the foundations are built so that we can go on further. So the foundations go up to here, obviously, and I also need to get the foundations of the second floor built once this the bottom foundation is done. Is this long enough, or should we expand our foundation? Well, that's okay. We also need to pull up our foundations on the floor below to have... Where should we have our baggage hub? Should we have our baggage hub somewhere here? It makes sense if the baggage hub is somewhere here, so that it is easier for our vehicles to access it or something. We have the hangar here. Oops. So we'll just have to pull up our foundation to a little bit more here and have the baggage hub here so that the baggage hub can serve all these bigger gates. So that's done. Once this foundation is done, I'm going to queue up the second floor foundation too, because I need these foundations, the first floor foundations, to be done before going up on the second floor. Okay, so this is going to take a bit. I'll cut back once we are done with the whole foundation work. Here we are, all the foundations complete. Let me just tell you, even on the fastest speed, it takes a lot of time for foundations to get built. Anyway, let's get back to it. I also had one more change that I forgot to tell you. Let me show you after I finish queuing up the flooring, because yeah, this is going to take a bit too. Get it done here, get it done up top. I have the foundations down below for our baggage hub and all that. I removed, if you notice, this zone that had all those the extra health kiosk, the extra bar, newsstand and stuff. The one we initially drew out to use as a cafe. Since the cafe was eating up business of everywhere else, we removed it. And I noticed that I was actually going under a lot of loss. And when I looked at my profit and loss statement, the upkeep for sales and the upkeep for all these unique buildings, can you call it building stalls rather, was a lot. And I then understood, hey, look at this. If we go into retail, we are currently making, yesterday's profit was $5,000, expense was $6,000. This was, we were running on a loss on retail because of all the expense, the infrastructure cost that we had to pay for each stall that we had. And I realized, instead of having stalls that aren't making us money, it's better to not have them, because the passengers aren't missing out. Their satisfaction remained the same. So my initial idea to have this like a realistic airport where there's stalls on the side of the walkway that people can get out to and shop and such, it'll have to wait until we get more passengers, because eventually passengers are going to start moving up. So we'll have a food zone here, closer to their gate and all that. But initially, I don't want to spend too much, because it's going to eat up at my profits, and I don't want that. The other change that I just did now while waiting for all the foundations to be built was I removed the ticket kiosks from the floor below, and I have lined up the security area with ticket kiosks. So this can handle an even bigger number of passengers who come in and try to take tickets. Like we'll be having an influx of passenger any minute now, and you'll see how they tend to use these kiosks up top. I noticed that many of our passengers were coming up, going down again, and then coming up, and I noticed that most of the peeps who go down were going in for ticketing. So I thought, why not build the kiosk up here? And look, it's being used. A huge bunch of people come in, they get their tickets, and they keep moving up. It's a lot faster. We may need to add some more security, but we are managing it well at this point of time, so I'm not going to do that. Anyways, coming back to this part of our airport, I'm going to dismantle these escalators and reposition them now. We need to have only one exit. I think that can be at the end here. We don't need an exit anywhere else. Well, if people come up here and want to go down for whatever reason, who knows? But we'll build an exit up top here. So like exit, not security exit, escalator down. We'll have an escalator going down here, here, and here. Okay, and escalator going up will be, I'll be having one for each gate, so people don't need to, get up on the floor right away here if they are on the last gate. So if you go up, let me page up, turn this around, and then page down. So we'll have an entrance here, and then the queue starts right away. Okay, so an entrance, maybe 3 escalators here, and then we get 3 escalators here, I guess, for the second gate somewhere here. So go down and add 3 escalators here. And since we're going to be operating mostly 2 gates to start with, those escalators are fine. Okay, let me hire 2 more staff members. Let me get them placed here. Ticket, or what is this? What is this called? Gate agent desk. Of course, gate agent desk. Have 2 of them here, and we'll assign this to this gate agent desk. Meanwhile, let's go here. We need a baggage hub below, a baggage hub somewhere here. That should be okay. And we need a baggage depot up top, of course. Are we going to have enough space for this? All right, let's yeah, we will be having enough space for that. No worries. Let's go to our carousels. Or what is it called? I keep forgetting the terminology. What is this called? God damn it. Baggage. Oops. Baggage. Conveyor belt. Conveyor belt. We need a conveyor. Ooh. Conveyor belt. Have an out. We'll need to change this, won't we? Anyways, let's drag this up as such, and we may need to move our hub one step below. Do we? I don't think so. We worked it out. Okay, baggage hub. This will change to that'll be an input. This will be an output producer. There we go. Okay, so conveyor belt. Let's have let him build that first. Okay, connect this up, that's fine. Then we have a two-way conveyor running all the way. Two-way conveyor must form a direct connection to exactly one other hub. Isn't it forming a direct connection? Did we build one extra? Maybe we built an extra block there, I guess. Conveyor belt, two-way conveyor, there we go. And why have I built another baggage hub here, you ask? I could have taken an input and output from this baggage hub itself, you know, but I wanted the possibility of us maybe having another baggage hub somewhere down the line and it being feasible. So that's why I have a baggage hub here. Conveyor belt, we're missing one conveyor belt here, so let's get that placed in. Perfect. And requires connection from a baggage hub assigned to C1, C2, C3, C4, B3 and B4. Oh, these are two standby gates, right? Of course. Go up top. We need to assign this to these gate agent desks. Okay. So now we have requires at least one gate agent desk, requires a door on the second terminal, second floor rather. We don't have a door, so let's place a large sliding door, and voila, done. So we have two large gates operational, and I think we can get some large flights moving in here. Let's set up our queue first. So we go into queue. Expand queue. We need to have one queue for first class. So the first class queue could be something like this. Okay. And the other regular queue could be... Should we utilize the space? Let's go something like this. Oops. Is that one too many? No, that's not one too many. And we can have it wiggle around some more. And then have an entrance to it over here. Okay, so this kind of queue pattern will follow everywhere else too. So I think this is fine. Okay. Let's get some flight info display XL to cover these areas, because we need the passengers to know when their flight's departing, right? It is very important for them to know that. Done. Let's get some greenery in here, so decorative plants. One here, one here, one here, one here. And I think one here. That should be fine. What else are we missing? Nothing, just assigning the queue. So we assign this to... This is going to be first class and flight... Okay, no flight crew, only first class. And this one's going to be assigned to... coach. Yep, coach. And assign this to the coach one as well. Okay. So operations can be started for one large flight. Let me see. Oh, nice. We do have the C1, right? Okay, let me not get confused about that. We need it at C1. So large flight in the AM on C1. Who do we have the best relationships with? WestJet. We have really nice relationship with them. So large 707, two large aircrafts. Let's accept one and let's accept the other. Oh no, that's a... Okay, afternoon large aircraft. Fine, so C1 and noon 1. Okay. Should we extend its timings? I don't think that's required, right? Maybe we can have just two large crafts per slot. Say two large crafts for the morning, two large crafts for the afternoon. and 2 for the night. Just to start out with. Afterwards, we can have them take up just 2 hours and have 3 of them, you know. But to start out with, I think this is a good way to approach. So we have it scheduled. We could. It's going to start from tomorrow. I'm interested to see the large flights coming in and how our passengers respond to it. But speaking of passengers, why is this not lined up? I don't like that. Let's dismantle. I want it to be lined up. Escalator up. Come on. Can my workers please remove it quickly? Okay, there we go. 1. Blocked by pending construction. Okay. Let's go to queue. Let's have the queue set up for our second gate 2. So we went 8. Oh, oops. 8. And then how many down did we go? 7? That's not right. Did I put the gate agent desk a bit ahead? I did put the gate agent desk ahead. Let's dismantle these gate agent desks and get... Oh my, I didn't line up the gate agent's desks. And I was wondering, hey, why is the queue extending? That isn't supposed to extend, right? Assigned to... 1 assigned. Come on, can you build that, please? Workers. They take so long. Assign. There we go. Get our queue built up. Expand queue. So we get an 8. And then a 7, was it? Yes, a 7. And then the regular queue starts below. Keeps winding. And then we had it come up. Didn't we? Did we start a new queue here or something? What happened here? I think I started a new queue somewhere. Accidentally. Yeah, I started a new queue. That wasn't supposed to happen. Is it supposed to have a space like that? I guess so. Then we get this here. How many do we have? 6 rows of this squiggly thing. So 3, 4, 5, 6. And the 6th one goes up ahead. And then we bring it out 12. There we go. Perfect. And we're going to assign fire. No, I don't want to fire my staff. Assign to first class only. And then assign to coach. And of course this one gets assigned to coach too. Okay, we have the queue built in. Let's get our decorative plants placed as well. I just want it to look I don't want to go and be like, hey, everything must be similar. But since this is on the upper floor, I want everything to look at least a bit similar, you know. Are passengers starting to line up here already? I need some seating and stuff for their comfort. Oh no. We're going to get some unhappy ones. So let's get some benches up here. 3-seater benches maybe. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Not this. I need a 1 block space between them. Come on, Dev. You've done this so many times. You should be an expert at placing benches by now. Okay, there we go. And there we go. So some benches to start off with. Eventually I'm going to have the bottom decked out as a proper waiting area. The top is going to have just the basic requirements for comfort so that our guests don't get unhappy. Okay, there some decorative plants at the end here, and at the end here some garbage bins, so and so. And let's have a snack kiosk. Oh no, not a snack. What is it called? Vending machine, right? Vending machine, a food vending machine, and a drink vending machine, and an ATM placed here. And then the same thing, vending. So we go for the drink vending, the food vending, and does the drink vending need to be in the zone? No, right, okay. ATM. So people should not want to go back all the way for food now, but they will still want to. There we go. Our first, let me slow it down. Our first large aircraft is now being serviced. We are now operational. How do things go? We may need fuel ports. Oh, this one has a fuel port. This one doesn't have a fuel port. So let me get a fuel port on here. Invalid placement. Blocked by aircraft gate. What do you mean? The fuel port is supposed to be... What? Is this a bug? Isn't the fuel port supposed to be... Hello, game. How did I get this fuel port here then? Am I not supposed to put in a fuel port and then... Shouldn't it go on the gate? Why is it telling me invalid placement? Am I doing something wrong? You need to let me know in the comments if I'm doing something wrong, or maybe something's broken within the game. Because I should be able to place these fuel ports. Look, I have fuel ports everywhere. This one doesn't have a fuel port. Okay, let's try this out. We upgrade to a fuel port. Yeah, it's not letting me place the fuel port on the gate. While that's the only place a fuel port can go, doesn't it? Must be placed on gate A3. Blocked by aircraft gate. Must be placed on gate A3, blocked by aircraft gate. I think this is a bug. I may have to report this to the devs. Maybe something got blocked up. There hasn't been an update released, at least not that I know of. There's a huge update pending, but that's broken. That's broken. Anyways, we'll have that sorted out probably next time. I'm happy to have the large gates functioning. Let's go in for some more large flights by Afford Air. Afford Air likes us the most. So we have 2 large aircrafts for the AM. Let's take it. And 1 large aircraft for the noon. And 2 large aircrafts for the night. 3 in fact. Let's take all of them. Get Afford Air in here. Morning. Get them here. Get another Afford Air flight here. Okay. And then we have the PM flights. Invalid. 3-hour time slots for the big aircrafts. And 1 more here. Extend it out. There we go. Let's see if our large aircraft had any delay today. C1. It came in at 6. Its departure was supposed to be at 9, but it had an actual departure of 9:04. And it didn't get all the passengers. It missed out one passenger. I think because the basic necessities are not met in this area, people were going back and got delayed coming up. There must have also been a fuel issue that delayed the aircraft. Anyway, we'll be back next week with some more SimAirport, and we'll deck out this area to have food placements and all the other requirements that our passengers could need to have them satisfied and happy and not miss their flights. And hopefully this bug with the fuel ports is sorted out by then. I'll see you next time, and until then, goodbye.